was the chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals. And that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Fireball. Fireball, 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 evade! He looks like Noctis. That was a pretty crazy night.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
No one else? Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow them. Try to keep that in mind.
I like the acting so far and the voice direction.
Let's get this done.
You know, they're like, seem like a bunch of adults who have jobs and lives and magic powers. They don't seem like silly cartoon characters.
Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Wyvern? Okay, so that guy's in charge. He's the Sarge. Even though he's vital to the success. Clive. So is Wyvern maybe his last name? Clive Wyvern? Or maybe that's his title. Press for the main menu. Cool. No shit.
Don't have time for this. All hell is about to break loose.
This is motion blur on about 2 or 3. Allow me a wistful look into the distance. Oh, has like a very realistic look to it. This looks like a demo for the Unreal Engine. That's pretty cool. And the look of them, they kind of remind me of, like, you know, when they remade the Final Fantasy, the earlier games, like the Final Fantasy NES games on the DS with 3D characters. They kind of look like that. Okay, thanks for that, Daryl. I'll check out the motion blur then. Modified Final Fantasy 14 engine, huh?
Time to move.
Tilt it gently to walk. Fully. I'm gonna fuck you fully.
We're just in time.
I like that they're English. Whoa. Yeah! If we cover the faces, we won't have to draw any faces. Pretty smart. And it adds to the, like, faceless army thing. War chocobo? It's so serious. I'm loving the music. Oh, man, that's like right where your people are. Barely gave them a chance. That's either incredible timing or kind of a dickhead for a leader. Oh, okay, that's why they don't have faces.
This is going. They won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
Interesting. The tone of it is so different from Final Fantasy 15, 13. It kind of feels a bit like 12.
Do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Kind of Game of Thronesy, eh? Like HBO's Final Fantasy.
Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
Another mopey brunette.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
Good. Give me some crystal juice. She's gonna get high on some her own supply.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men?
Oh, is she kind of Irish?
It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
There's a lot of history so far.
Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board.
choose me.
Cobra!
Yeah, he's very, very
Iron
Thanos.
Blood will rule the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
You cock.
What?
Benedicta.
Oh, this is really Game of Thrones.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
Man, it's a really different tone.
Lines are gone.
Pretty interesting.
This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Yeah, it's like a prestige drama type. But isn't that, like, I didn't watch Game of Thrones, but I know there's Khaleesi and she's with the big giant guy, right? Jason Momoa. Drogo, yeah. So to me, it kind of feels like they're going for that. Which is a good idea. I mean, if you're going to be drawing inspiration from something, I think, yeah, why not draw inspiration from the most successful fantasy drama of the last generation? Guess I'm not going down there. This camera angle's going to take a bit to get used to. Feels really close. Yeah, it's, you know, Final Fantasy 15 was going towards this, but it still had a bit of that kind of charm and a bit of, like, warmth and a bit of goofiness from Final Fantasy 13.
As always. Take the van.
You know, this, like, even the landscape is really barren and gray. Like, the colors that they're wearing, everything's really dark and muted.
Something's not right.
The way they talk. It's just the hand.
Titan. The Daleks finally grew tired of being slaughtered. And look who's here to greet them.
That's a good way to put it, Daryl. Crystal Vagina versus Titan Cock. I really was not expecting somebody to get called a cock in this game. Wow. He's so big. He has like 35 abs. Oh, that's pretty cool. You know, and then this feels very like Avengers. But it's cool because, you know, Square Enix can divide up their efforts and have Final Fantasy VII Remake be the Nomura Najima side of things. And then they can experiment with this one and have the idea of, like, let's just take a look at what's going on in Western media. Fuck me. Yeah, it's nice. It does feel like, yeah, rather than the summons just being like an attack, you know, being something that are part of the world, being their own characters. Yeah, 15, I think they focused a lot on the open world. And then the story between the bros, which I liked. But then it felt like all the other stuff was kind of half-baked. But, I mean, that was a really troubled production. They had to sort of change direction a couple times, change directors. Oh, nice. Oh, they're still alive. So what is attacking them right now? Just random rocks? Or like, Titan? Is he throwing rocks? A lot of swearing. Feels like I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. Oh, okay, so this is just showing like how minuscule they are compared to these giant titans. Like Horky was saying, the collateral damage of it all.
You before, you do not get to die here.
Like, it's a decent little story piece to watch, but it kind of lacks any... Oh, so did that guy die then? The first guy that got the rock hit on him? It's hard to tell, because the rock fell on him kind of the same way that the rock looked like it fell on the other two guys. Oh, no, no, flashback. "13 summers earlier." He looks very like 2005 now.
Stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
She has a rather deeper voice than I expected.
Two arms, then. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
All right.
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
I always like to see the NPCs in Final Fantasy games.
Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field.
Because the main characters almost look next gen, and then the NPCs usually look like last gen.
Now let them burn without.
Oh.
Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Sure. Land a fire spell. Press triangle. It's like to press square 4 times and then to press triangle. Did we need a tutorial for this?
Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you?
Let's
Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it.
I get it. Defense.
On your toes, Lord Rossfield.
How about a bit more context on all that history they threw out about the Republic and them being more beasts than men and them falling and then them coming through and press R1. Evading it at a precise moment. Oh, cool. I wonder if it'll... I was wondering if it was gonna flash or something.
How did you dodge that? I was sure I had you.
That was amazing.
Normal success. How about a big yeah?
Never take your eyes off your enemy. Nice try.
We can hold the touchpad to access lore. Okay.
Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me.
He just makes it sound so sexual. It was just like, rain your fire on me. Come to me. Close your blade in my ass. But that's cool. The blessing of the Phoenix grants him to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Press circle to swiftly close. Okay. So I can go... Phoenix shift. Could you do the similar shift in Final Fantasy 15?
Would that all our shields could move so swiftly.
Iconic feat.
Impressive. Even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow.
Yeah, Daryl.
And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do
They just cut your hand.
Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished.
Oh, I see. Now.
Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now, that won't do at all.
All right then.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal.
Single stroke.
If you are to navigate a path to victory, or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust.
What?
You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's
Oh, he
drowned.
threw water on him, right?
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rossfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
So now that I've taught you how to swing a sword and shoot your spell for 30 seconds, you're ready.
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your strength.
All right. The will gauge. Oh, okay, break the spirit. That's interesting.
Go on. You're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
Not quite.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Can I just do this?
It's not fair. Stop doing that.
Now kill him. R2 and square. I did it. R2 and square, and then... Now what? Oh.
Well, it's time I took my own advice and used all the tools at my disposal.
Go on, Clive! Keep pressing!
Just a little more. We believe in you.
You're a damnably quick learner, Lord Rosfield.
Fuck yeah! Wow, this guy's a quick learner. He taught us for 30 seconds and now we've brought him to his knees. Now we can give you a soaking on Zip. Okay, R2 in the button is a powerful cooldown attack. Thanks, Lena.
Bested at last.
Ooh, I like that extra in the background. Ooh, ooh.
That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me.
Wow. I really like how he sounds like he's about to cry or he's tired.
What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
Yeah, it's interesting. It has a very old kind of Final Fantasy feel, like Final Fantasy 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. Or maybe this is what Final Fantasy 14 feels like. I don't know. Or 11. Like I said, a little bit like 12, but 12 still had a bit more of a fantastical feel to it.
Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
Uh-oh.
That's why.
Sick boy.
You're coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's back.
Hey.
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you.
I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you.
Indefatigable.
Your Grace, we live to serve.
But we don't know what that word means. But alright. We'll assume it's
Joshua.
good.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna punch her.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
What was that look? She hates this guy?
Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
I like that he ran over there, you know? Like if the Queen says your name, you would say your grace and you would hurry over there. You wouldn't slowly walk.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
He's got Phoenix powers, though.
We should join them.
Some good face acting on her part. Good face capture. Oh, okay. So he's not as powerful as the kid who has the cough. I love all these serious chocobos. I like how they move too. With the head and the leg locking in. Yeah, see, they look a lot like I think the guys in Final Fantasy IV had those helmets, didn't they? Or maybe even earlier.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust?
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the Bailey to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Yeah, they do. Actually, they look really, really good.
Stop it, boy. Not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace.
Shields dismissed!
Torgal! Where do you think you're going, Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
Sunrise, sunset. Is that the name of the chapter, or are they telling us about the sunrise mechanic? Do not fret. Hold down L3 and trust your animal instinct.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
Oh, okay. So I have it on like 2 or 3. It's not too bad. Why have it on at all? System. Motion blur. It's on 2, so I can turn it completely off.
Not after they've been.
I mean, I guess having it on like a titch, it kind of looks like it was designed to have a little bit of motion blur. You know? So I don't mind having... I thought on 2 it seems fine. And then just for posterity, or just to compare it, let's put it on 5. I guess 2 seems good. It was designed to have it on max, yeah.
Preparation is key.
I think it works fine with 2.
We must be ready to march at any time.
You don't need to tell this one. She's raring to go.
Look at her raring away.
She's heard this speech.
Ah. They've closed the gates.
Let's hope the side entrance is still open.
Kind of looks like a Bloodborne in the daytime. That first sitting.
Nothing down there but rats and rogues, my lord.
Oh, is this not the side entrance?
All right. Let's get this stuff unpacked before the Duchess comes.
Touchpad. There we go. Active time lore. Okay. Okay, Clive Rossfield. Firstborn son of the Archduke Elwyn, ruler of Rosaria. Mastering the blade, even though the guy had to tell you how to attack and shoot magic. First shield. Guard the phoenix. He can wield a part of the fire. Where's his brother? Jill, born a princess of the Northern Territories, Jill was made a ward of Rosaria after her homeland's incessant raids were quelled by the duchy. Raised in Rosalith Castle alongside Clive and Joshua, who came to love her as a sister. Okay. Torgal? Why is Torgal on here but not the other brother? Okay.
For our heads.
this is it, lads. Time to put an end to their little crusade. And Rosaria's future will be secure.
That's a nice looking apple.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you fool. But I say to speak.
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why, neither the Empire nor the Republic treat their bearers half so well. He was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Stand, please.
He is a very kind lord.
Stand. I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Means you should go
Don't work too
gambling,
hard.
boys.
Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
As do we all.
Come along now. Back to your duties.
Are there no black people in the entire game? Like, is there another race or kingdom with black people? And this is just a world where they don't mix. Weird. What a kind prince.
Looks like they're getting ready for supper.
I think someone's hungry.
You laugh at someone who's in hunger? The pains of hunger?
Wheat harvest's down again, apparently. If this war ends up dragging on.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't it? There's Joshua.
Lord Marquis, forgive my man, he'll be done in a jiffy. Just getting the place tidied up for the big procession.
So there's a lot of slavery later on in the game, or do you mean just the way they kind of have the lower peasants, the way they treat the kingdom and the royalty?
You will put Joshua's comfort and safety before your own. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Grace.
Good luck.
You commanded my presence, Your Grace. How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the Blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
Fire flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands. Even if we were to send them south to Port Isolde, more would only follow in their wake. Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
We ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
There is something else I would have you do first. Rodney.
You will have heard the reports, I am sure, of beastmen from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind Marshes. I know of the rumors, yes.
Then you know what must be done. I will give you 2 good men. While we ride north tomorrow, you will journey to Stillwind, search it and clear it. Then you will join us at Phoenix Gate.
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
The hair does look really good. The visuals are really, really nice. They've, yeah, they have like a nice realistic tone to them. I mean, all the textures of the clothing look great, and the architecture's nice, lots of room to move around. Everything looks like a proper place. You know, it looks like people live here. It just seems natural, you know? Pretty well done. Just, yeah, I mean, it really feels like just a very old Final Fantasy where you spend your time in a castle at first, you know, with the different wings. But just upgraded, modernized, put into 3D. Slapping a million polygons on it. But it's not like trying to show off or anything.
No
it's
messages,
just,
my lord.
It's just works well, you know. Yeah, I never thought Final Fantasy games needed to be super open world. You tend to, like, you're following a story, so there's different places you go to, right? In order. I mean, later on, it's nice when you can go and explore and find some hidden things, or go revisit places with new abilities or whatever.
you be away this time?
Interesting to see the dynamic between these two.
Not
'Cause
long.
she seems to be the most interesting character
4
so far.
days.
She has a lot of mystery about her.
5.
Why does she
And
hate her
you will
son?
be taking Joshua.
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless. A man like any other.
As am I, my dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter. We have an early start. I'm going to sleep.
It's interesting. So she hates her son, thinks he's useless, is worried about the golden boy, but seems to want to still be close with this king guy, although she's talking more about how, like, things are in the right place. Like, she's trying to control him, and then he was pushing her away, I guess, because he likes both sons.
Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star?
I'm a little old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right.
Apparently
You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him.
Who's blood related? The guy and the... Oh, the queen and the king? Oh, they're like brother and sister or something? But why was she was like trying to mount him? So apparently this Jill Warwick is voiced by Susanna Fielding, who is in the latest Alan Partridge. Oh no. Yeah, Jill Warwick, Susanna Fielding. She's in the latest Alan Partridge show. This time with Alan Partridge. The Queen and the King.
Takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you. There's going to be another war, isn't there? Since coming here, I've begun to take peace for granted. I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No.
next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria, after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
Good night, Clive.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom, boom, boom. Ba-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Sorry, Ambrosia. We won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck!
The composer worked on Final Fantasy XIV and Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
Friends, we ride for Phoenix Gate. May the blessing of the crystals go with us and shield the Firebird's flame forevermore!
Yeah, we all remembered.
Open
Yeah.
the gates.
They really do a good job of nailing the feel of it. You know, feels like all the characters are acting logically within their role in a kingdom. You know, the etiquette, the things they say, and the way they react and feel.
I shall see her safely to Phoenix Gate.
Thank you.
The music so far is a lot of like just royal, regal stuff, story setup. So be interested to hear some like character themes and.
We're ready to depart, my
Who
lord.
are these dorks?
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
Trying to tell from the detail in their face how long these guys are going to stick around. They seem like temporary characters.
If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly. The beastmen are a fierce foe. We underestimate them at our peril.
Not today, we won't.
Sir Wade, Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Wade and Tyler.
Command.
Sound like two guys that fix pickup trucks. It's my brother Wade. This Tyler here.
And may the blessing of the crystals go with us.
Best guys on 344 Ford engine, I'll tell you what. Man, I saw Tyler give Chocobo pregnant with 8 Chocobo chickies. Gave birth to him while fixing a engine on a airship, man. Oh, we're already in the world map. Oh, interesting world map. Oh, it's this. Press the travel button to travel. Like Final Fantasy VIII. Strange. The whole prologue was criticized a bit for being cutscene heavy, but it's probably set everything up. Yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. That's the balance, right? Is you have to set things up and give context. Otherwise, because you can have a lot of flashy action and stuff, but if you don't know who they are or what's going on, it's just a bunch of nonsense, right? And they throw a lot at you.
Keep your eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. Watch your step, my lord.
Goblins love swamps.
And everything else.
Lost in a fog. Feeling overwhelmed? Try equipping a timely accessory. Example, the Ring of Timely Strikes. I don't want to do that. Why would they tell you that right now? Why don't say, like, we've barely started. I've not even been in any fight. Why don't you say that maybe after you lose, like, 3 battles in a row or something, you know?
Not exactly the most well-maintained path.
I know, it looks like a pretty cut-through corridor to me.
They've all fled from the Blight.
Oh, look at that water. Looks so nice. What's it gonna look like when you walk through it? Pretty good. Pretty nice. This music is nice. This has a real kind of magical Final Fantasy feel to it. Yeah, it's cool. It's got
believe that anyone used to live here.
yeah, this more like grim
Village of Stillwind is
western
ahead.
feel.
Not that there's a lot left of it.
Could be a trap. It's interesting because, like, wow, 2 gil, all for me. Imagine seeing the prince. He's in a danger swamp. He leans over to pick up $2. It's funny though, because like everything is very muted and serious and realistic, and then you've got like magic, you know, the crystals, especially that thing that girl was smoking. Oh. Ooh, I love the look of the goblins. Very like kind of 1980s adventure movie now.
With me.
Yeah, I really love how the goblins look too. It's they have like so much expression to their face. They seem like real creatures. They don't just seem like kind of silly floating Final Fantasy. Not silly, but like a lot of Final Fantasy enemies are just sort of very generic. Like I'm a floating cactus, or I'm a big bomb creature, whatever. These seem like they have lives, you know? Like they got up that morning and their goblin wife was like, "You need to go get more things for the cave." "Fine, I'll go." Use triangle after striking an opponent with square to conjure magic explosion. Sure. Square, triangle, square, triangle. Oh, you have to kind of hold it. Huh? Oh, you press it right after. Right in his ass.
Goblins. So the reports were true.
Should press on. There may be more ahead.
Sad goblins. It's also the big challenge is, all right, sound like a goblin, don't sound like Gollum. Don't sound too much like Gollum. Who are these fellas? So this is cool. It's kind of like Amazon's X-ray thing. So Wade, loyal shield of Rosaria, chosen by Lord Commander Rodney Murdoch to accompany Clive on his expedition to Stillwind. Once but a low-born page, Wade was inspired to join the ranks after a woodpile fell on him. And his life was saved by a young Joshua. Man, Wade was up there chopping wood, and that damn old woodpile fell right on top of him, man. Some kid came over there, lifted his hand up. No word of a lie, man. Saved him. Loyal shield of Rosaria and a scion of a noble family. What's a scion? Tyler followed in his father's footsteps in entering the service of the duchy, rising to the position of right-hand man. My favorite. To the Lord Commander, he was chosen by Lord Murdoch to accompany Clive on the expedition. A level head who could be trusted not only to obey the young Lord Marquis's orders, but to never get trapped underneath a woodpile. So Sir Wade's fiery, eh? He looks way more fiery than Sir Wade. But okay. Maybe in Japan, like, this is fiery, and this is very conservative. Whereas this guy looks like a bit of a dink, and he looks like more of a doofus. Scion. It's like a family heir. Oh, okay. All right. feel like the music is starting to open up a bit. Well, this looks like a battle arena if I ever saw one. Oh man, if you're playing like Resident Evil or something, that would be such a jump scare opportunity. Strength tonic. God, I miss streaming games. Playing with you guys. Getting help with the lore and all the stuff that I miss.
Welcome to Stillwind.
Just playing games in general. This is Stillwind, eh? Bit of a dump. See, his like body language and everything to me seems so different from his face. Look, he looks like he's ready to just crack some skulls. But his face, he seems like a bit of a gentle idiot.
There's more.
What now? Somebody will drop guild. Yeah, no shit. Why do they tell you that stuff? Don't worry, he's just a mugger. He deserves to die. It was a non-violent crime. Well, mugging implies a threat. The thing with this combat system is like, what's to stop me from just not doing this a million times? Because it doesn't do any damage, that's why. Okay. And the Phoenix Shift, how often can you do that? Just as much as you want? Well, you can, but it always brings you towards them, so. I remember in Final Fantasy 15 it felt like, Final Fantasy 15 felt like you could just hold the attack button and press the dodge button every once in a while, and then you could warp away anytime you needed a break, so there was just like zero tension. They're really beautiful in their own way. I love their... Oh, I love how they have 4 ears. And they have their little hats. They looked hungry. These goblins. There are so many games I've been able to get around to. I know. Tears of the Kingdom I've rarely played. Yeah, it's a whole bunch, really. Any highlights for you guys that you've been playing? Painting of God, reaching out. Oh yeah. Touching fingers with Adam, I think it is. Oh yeah, Armored Core could be really nice.
Some of their number are spell seekers. And what a number! We'll all have our hands full here.
Fun. Oh! Fun, too.
Forevermore!
Kind of seems like we're just bullying these guys. But I guess they were muggers, so alright. Return to the Obra Dinn in the case of the Golden Idol. Use square just as they attack to parry the strike. So that seems like something you could just accidentally do a lot because you're just pressing, if you're just spamming attack anyway. The amount of gil you get seems very low. Maybe everything is just comparatively will also be very low. For sure, games that reward you for noticing things and just being... I mean, for me, it's always like...
We should be nearing the old village square. It might not be a nest of goblins.
It's like, Why? Why is this a game and not a movie? That's always my question. And yeah, I want to be rewarded for noticing things and thinking for myself. And you know, I used a potion. I can only hold 4. Bah. Mini boss. I've already had enough encounters. They hinted at the something being in the town square. Oh yeah, I definitely want to play Baldur's Gate 3. These guys look very malnourished and anorexic. Underfed.
My lord. I'm working on it.
What's the problem? There's like 3 goblins. We've just killed like 12.
He's the leader. I will have to take care of his followers first.
It's a nice bassy sound here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Magic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Magic. 1, 2, 3. Oh. So far, it's just pretty spammy. I really enjoyed the combat system in Final Fantasy VII Remake. I may not like Nomura's choice of like how he does his ambience and his world building and his storytelling, but I do like his gameplay. It felt like a really awesome match of like strategy mixed with you know, reflexes and real-time stuff. Because that's probably the only thing that's not really that interesting in the original Final Fantasy VII is the combat. If only they could have just added new combat and then remade Final Fantasy VII exactly. That would have been so good. Yeah, I'll probably wait for Baldur's Gate 3 to show up on the PS5. Sex percentage speedrun? Is that in Baldur's Gate? Larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have more HP. Devastating, yes. Okay, you got it. Oh, so you break their will with the blessing of the Phoenix.
Founder, that's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another. You don't have to tell me twice.
Ouch. So I should be using... Okay, because it felt like the other one, it was like... Save up your big attack for when they are ready to be nailed, but... So we're using this on a partial stagger. Okay. Alright, combinations are being landed. Let me spam this in here. I like that they've... I mean, I love the combat system in Final Fantasy 13 with the staggering and all that strategy. That was the best combat system they ever came up with. That was so incredible. Because that was like all strategy, kind of turn-based, but just all happening in real time with, you know, reflexes and such a freedom of completely reducing the enemy's will gauge will stagger it. Extra damage is dealt when they're fully staggered, up to a maximum of 150. So that time I used the R2 square attack to completely stagger them. Okay. What about R2 and magic? No, that's nothing. Whoa! 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 Oh, this is like playing a Punch Out. It's funny. Here comes King Hippo. Oops. Okay, he's half staggered. Now we give him the old biggie. No, he's just quarter staggered. Ouch. That was cool. That was pretty fun, overall. It's like pretty simple, but I mean, I always love a good dodge mechanic and counters and stuff, and it was like pretty easy to tell when they were doing that. It felt fun to be like dodge, dodge, dodge. Have a little precision thing show up, makes you feel like you're really doing something with your life. A separate results screen will appear. Why are they giving this tutorial stuff like you've never played a fucking video game before in your life? Does this game know that I haven't played my PlayStation much? When you're done, we're gonna give you information based on what you did. Yeah. I could have figured that out. This needs to be explained? Someone's gonna see the screen and go, I don't know what this is, and turn it off? Oh, check the skill tree right away. Gotcha. You can hold the magic spell to charge it up. Oh, okay. Or get that in the skill tree. Roar, roar, roar. Oh, those goblins look so good.
Come back and fight, you coward! After him, before he summons the rest.
Okay, let's go hunt down this one lone emaciated goblin. Gear and abilities. Follow the blue light to get what you need. Is this not the right way to go?
There he is.
Feels weird not having like a sprint button. Yeah, kill his children. His children could alert the authorities. Oh, wow, that's a smart goblin. Well, it's only slightly inconvenient. Shouldn't have stopped to admire your work, you stupid goblin. How about I use my Phoenix Shift? Sea monster, maybe? Maybe a sea monster will come up and eat it, and then we have to fight the sea monster?
Please, I have a family.
Oh, yeah. Here comes a sea monster. You're fucking dead, goblin.
What's in there?
Oh. Oh, Marlboro Man. Yeah.
Keep clear of its maw, my lord.
Good advice.
Its breath is worse than its bite.
So I guess the trick is like use your cooldowns as much as possible, right? Or because you don't save them. It's like you're just kind of killing time until your next cooldown can be used.
That reeks. I said stay away from its mouth.
Boom. You saving for the staggers? Oh, okay. But it comes back. So like, so I should stagger him, not use it to make the stagger, but I see what you mean. Oh, I see. Okay. So use it to get the stagger close, and then once they're staggered, then hit him with that thing, and then go.
Where's it going? Your guess is as good as mine.
Press square before time runs out. Blue. I thought they meant when the sky was blue.
Now, before it recovers.
Hit it while it's down and defenseless. These guys are so they're so heroic. Whoa! One, two, three, four, triangle. 1, 2, 3, triangle. Oh, you can just cut up the legs? Yeah. Or do you mean more like in the character of these guys being abusive and bullies? Stagger! Boom! Jesus Christ.
He won't be gone for long. Cannot fall here.
It would be too embarrassing. Press R1 for red and square for blue. Kapoofka!
Now for the final push, my lord.
I wonder how similar this is to like any of the Final Fantasy XIV combat system.
I'd rather we made it die.
No. Probably disappointing for the Final Fantasy XIV lovers. I didn't want to step on any of that sludge. Looks terrible. Level up. Wow. The numbers. The numbers have risen. I don't know. I guess the sludge looked bad. You know, I was just playing Tears of the King, whatever, last night, and there was some gloom that you can't step on. I didn't know if it was just for aesthetics or if it actually was like you've killed all the natural wildlife. That was the last one. We'll never see another one again. Good job, sir. Extinct it is.
Never thought I'd see it.
I made that from my father's bladder, my lord.
But more balls too. I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment. If we don't stop them here, they'll be at.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
Damned blight.
So this used to be like a nice place, and then the blight came and ruined it all, and they murdered them. Is that the justification here? Why even give me the option to go over here? Where would you like to go? I'll go back. No, you can't. I'll stay where I am. No, you can't. You may go here. Phoenix Gate, northwestern Rosariat, not Russia. God, look how good that water looks, eh? To know the scale of the world, I guess. Yeah. Is that an arm print right here? Kind of looks like a handprint, eh? Like a big footprint. Like a giant titan created a bay. This aging seaboard citadel not only defends Rosaria from northern raiding parties, but also serves as a sacred ground whereupon the duchy's dominant might commune with his or her ancestors and entreat their guidance on the eve of important battles. Here we go! Crank it up. Kind of feels like The Witcher, too.
Thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. His lordship draws his sword. The goblin chief runs off screaming straight down a mortal's gullet.
More tales! Drink and be merry, boys. Good work on the morrow.
Must be gratifying to see your student making such a name for himself. The young lord has a bright future ahead of him.
Aye, and one of these nights he may even deign to join us.
I'm a vegetarian, Father. Wow, look at the liquid on that plate. Yeah, they're gonna binge on some tales.
Are you unwell?
No, Father. Just a little tired.
Well, it has been a long day.
Bit awkward between these two.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all very proud of him.
Other than your mother, that cunt.
Father? Why is it that the dominance is always born into our family? Doesn't seem fair.
That's an interesting question.
We cannot live without the blessing of the crystals. And the crystals work their magic through us. You have been blessed, Joshua. Blessed to be a dominant, to wield the power of an icon. Our family has been chosen to share that power with the people. So that is what we must do.
Follow me, boil the rolling green meadows. Follow the flame that arise from the shadows. Hear Rosarian voices that ring. Fan the firebird's life-giving wings. Go on the wind-born, hurricane land of storm.
Ah, the king can still get down. See, that's interesting. You know, he's talking about how the kid notices that Clive is really well loved, and he's questioning his place and while they're doing this, and then for him to say, I don't suppose I'll be missed. It's a nice little scene.
Poor Jill. She'll be wondering where you've got to. So much for you being a fine hound.
So this is where you've been hiding.
What are you doing out here?
I didn't see you at the feast.
Feasts are the only time shields are allowed to take their ease, and I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like.
That's a nice line between an older and a younger brother. Oh, we're going to end the scene on that? All right. End on a high point, I guess.
I hear you slew a Morble. All the men were singing your praises.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoilt little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughingstock. The Archduke's firstborn failure. You're the one they really believe in. I'm jealous.
That's not true. They don't believe in me. They believe in the power of the dominant.
My brother the Phoenix, ruler over life and death.
It isn't fair. It should have been you. I don't have what it takes to lead our people. I don't have the strength. But you do.
This kid's a good actor. It actually sounds like a kid. It's not like a voice actor pretending to be a kid.
Every man has his duty. Ours was decided long ago, when our ancestors chose to instate the dominant as the Archduke of Rosaria. All to ensure that whenever our nation stood on a precipice, the Phoenix would rise from the flames to drag us back from the brink. The fate of Rosaria sits on the dominant's shoulders. It is your duty to bear that burden.
What about you?
I was born to be your shield. That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. To keep our future rulers safe. No matter what. However hard it gets. I'll never let you down.
Thank you, Clive. I know you'll always take care of me.
Bye, Horky. Thanks for joining, buddy.
Before I can do that, you need to take care of yourself. All right?
I should go inside. It's past my bedtime. Good night, Torgal.
Tension. Who approaches? Are there chocobos on both sides?
Supplies from the capital.
Seems a bit like a trap.
You took your time sampling the wares, were you?
It's a good job the North is full of enterprising traders keen to keep us in wine.
Spare a barrel for the boys on
No! What in the...
It took a long time for that guy to notice what had just happened. Yeah. Oh no, judging by that basic pulse going on, we don't think you're on board, you know.
Gateway secured, Captain.
We proceed as planned.
Who does he sound like? Planned. Proceed as planned. I made him sound a bit like Severus Snape there, but not him. Ah, it's the English actor really sounds like. Whatever.
Is that...
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade. You probably don't remember me.
I remember. What is it?
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light to half the castle. I must get you to safety, Your Highness.
Very well. I'm ready.
Follow me, Your Highness.
Oh, we're playing as a little boy now. It'd be cool if eventually they get to team up together.
Inside the castle.
I'm afraid so, Your Highness. We must hurry.
Look at his little jump. Whoa. Oh yes, Kuraga. I kind of forgot that there were like different builds just from the way it's been playing like such a generic kind of action game so far. Uh-oh. Can I help all this fire with more fire?
He's not one of us.
No. I must do my duty.
I've killed a man. And boy are my arms tired. I think these guys could have a pretty interesting relationship.
This is Sambraquagab. But why would the Empire...
We must find my father.
He looked like a totally different character in the cutscene. I thought that was his brother in the cutscene. Alright. It's always cool to have the jump button on a dramatic action button of opening a door. So you walk up to a door and jump like a total idiot. Hello.
Who goes there? Boy, stay behind. Take him.
I'm the bloody Grim Reaper. Ugh. Does he have a 4-hit combo? No.
Why would the Empire do this? They're our allies.
Oh my god. So not only are we thinking of... I thought those guys sounded like us, and I was like, how am I going to tell them apart, the enemies from the good? So there's like a war going on, a new war, and then there's an Empire too that's betraying us? Good god. It's a lot to keep up with. Should we go down the stairs or up the stairs? Oh, that door's probably locked. No, it's not. What's down there?
I have the dominant.
I like how that guy finishes them off, so he's getting the actual death blow. Whoops. Ta-da!
Tyler!
Oh no.
Damn it! His wounds are deep.
I have cure magic.
Your Highness,
Don't worry. You're going to be all right.
I'll hold them off.
I think that door opens the other way.
Clive!
Joshua!
John,
Come here.
keep healing me, boy. Where have you gone?
Tyler, you're hurt.
I'll survive. Thanks to His Highness.
Your Grace! Lord Murdoch!
You rescued the young prince. Well done, Sir Wade.
I'm in your debt, soldier.
Thank you, Your Grace.
We cannot stay here. We should make straight for the rear gate.
Omnia lost Alan, Tuisa Gelif. May the winds speed you to Rosalith.
The north gate's up ahead. There are chocobos in the stables.
Chocobos.
Father, take
Chocobos.
Joshua and get to safety.
No, I'm not going without you. You're supposed to be my shield, remember?
I remember, which is why I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
I will order our remaining forces to rally at the gate. Now go.
I will do my duty. You must do your duty too.
I know.
You have to keep Father safe. I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Also looking forward to those two being in a party together. But I'm sure they'll hook up later on. Alright. Yeah, like that kid seems to be the most interesting character so far. That and the mum. You know, they seem to like the boy. I like how the boy is questioning everything going on around him. It's interesting.
We're too late. Everyone's dead.
Oh, I think this is where I just came from. Yeah. Yeah, they're not the usual JRPG stereotypes. They're not even like the usual sort of European medieval fantasy stereotypes either. Feels like it's its own world. Damn it all, as I steal from their dead bodies everything I can of use. Well, we whistle while we work as we kill all the infidels.
Captain!
Take them. Let none escape.
As you command.
It's like these guys were scared of like 6 goblins, and now we're dealing with
You take care of that spell
a bunch of these legionnaires.
I'll keep the others occupied.
How do you change who you're targeting? You just turn it off and then back on, I guess.
Down with you.
What was that sound? That was very anime kick sound.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's my father and Joshua I'm worried about. We should head back.
Okay, now we're getting a little more fantastical. A little more anime.
May I have this dance?
Oh my
He's an Imperial Dragoon.
Oh, cool.
And you are the shield who was blessed by the Phoenix. Not that it will save you.
Oh, watch out, guy.
Stay still, damn you!
That's cool. It's funny that you're talking about like not having the old tropes, but then you know Final Fantasy has their own tropes. Although our dragoons, I guess dragoons are like an old D&D concept or something, fantasy concept. I mean, there's Legend of the Dragoon.
I'm in your debt.
On the PS1. Their big attempt at making a giant cinematic JRPG in the PS1. But I think of like that Dragoon in Final Fantasy IX. Freya? Or the other one? It's like those two characters that both kind of seem like outsiders. Seem really similar to me. I think it's Freya, who has such a gorgeous theme. Dodge, dodge. Not dust in my eye.
He's open! Now, Clive! Have at it!
One, two, three, four.
You're going to regret that, boy.
Double jump. Like how it tells you, oh, I jumped instead of pressing dodge. It's a nice, like, flashy combat system. So far, it's pretty entertaining enough. You know? Like, I feel like I have a decent handle on what I'm doing, and it's got a logic to it. It's not too spammy. Because when you don't have it like an endurance or anything, it can feel kind of spammy. And then things like Devil May Cry, they make up for that by, I guess, having the motivation to do things like with incredible timing, you know, like perfect combos and that kind of stuff. And this sort of has that. So I think if you have good timing with your parries and your counter strikes, and then also even with just like even if you just go like attack and then fire thing right after it, that magic burst.
To Sandbrag.
Strength and vitality is, that's all the numbers are going up. A little late. It's weird, eh? The mouse. The mouse like can select nothing.
Are you hurt? I'm fine. So, they sent in the dragoons. Imperial vipers. Do they really mean to invade us?
Not yet. Their numbers were too few. They were not here to take the castle. They were here to take heads. Our work is done. We should return to my father.
My lord, look. We issued these sashes but yesterday. In Rosalith.
Oh.
If they were already among us, what if there were others?
Father and Joshua are in danger.
I wonder why they kept the sashes with
Take
them.
your steed.
It's convenient. I guess they didn't assume they were going to fail. But that's a nice little piece of detective work. And like more building a kind of lore of that's a custom they have. Sephiroth just appearing in every game because he can bend the universes to his will.
Uncle, you're all right. Thank goodness.
Your Grace, is everyone safe?
For the moment. We ride for Rosalith to rally our forces. I will need your help to see Joshua safely back to the capital. On you get, Joshua.
Father?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that won't be possible.
You honorless snakes!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Run, Joshua, run!
No!
Whoa! Wow. Spills his father's blood right on his fucking face.
Traitors! Your Highness!
That was pretty wild.
You must do your duty too. You have to keep Father safe.
I had to. Clive,
I'm counting on you, Joshua.
It's so weird hearing these guys say fuck. They have the same swear words as us? Oh, yeah.
Phoenix. The Phoenix! Joshua! Lord Murdoch! His Highness! Joshua! Stop this!
He's lost control. I have to do something. I have to save him.
No, my lord! Fall back!
Clive!
Wow. It's a really cool idea. Like, actually giving him some personality and emotion to the summons.
You saved my life.
I'd give you my last potion, but I accidentally pressed up on the D-pad and used it.
Please. Joshua, are you in pain? Not now. Come on! You're his shield. Do your duty. Save him. My lord? What in the name of... Second icon of fire. That's impossible.
Oh.
Who are you? Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Oh. Alright, fire, aim, evade. Oh, I see. Oh, you're supposed to aim this. Okay.
This cannot be.
Okay. I really felt like I, had something to do with it there. Especially in the end when it was like, that thing was charging up, giving you the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I was really hammering on that button. But in the end it felt a bit predetermined, but it was pretty exciting anyway. It's a fun little battle. But yeah, if he's trying to stop the castle from getting destroyed, he might have had a... You can't either? Okay. Well, good. There you go. He did it outside the castle. That's good. I thought the icon was actually his brother. Stop it, stop it, he's already dead. Torgal.
No! Stop it! Take your hands off my brother!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
Joshua! Stop it! Stop it! I swore I would protect him! Please! Please! Stop it!
So the brother's inside that thing but doesn't have control? Okay.
I'll kill you!
So,
I'll fucking kill you!
so was the brother just watching somewhere? Why was he calling out to the dog? Is the dog the icon? I thought the brother was the icon, but he couldn't control it? So now the dad's dead and the brother's also dead? Help you die?
Quite a mess that monster made. Damn shame about the Phoenix, but can't be helped. Oh, my condolences, Your Grace. Is there aught we can do?
Haven't you done enough, Captain?
Oh, so that's the queen.
Joshua was my world. And now he is gone.
Oh.
I can only pray there will be a place for me in the world his radiance seeks to create.
Okay. So the girl who seemed really bad and hateful was bad. So she killed her little golden boy?
Your Grace, over here.
Or was she the icon? I don't know.
The rubble must have protected him from the worst of the flames. Shall we take him prisoner?
No need for that. Kill him.
And then the game ends.
Wait. As my husband never tired of telling me, he is a fine soldier.
Alright, who is who? What the fuck is going on here? Annabella Rosfield, Duchess of Rosaria, wife of the Archduke Elwyn, and mother to Clive and Joshua. Got it. She wanted to preserve the phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband, that she might enter in a league with a force she judged the mightier. So she thought okay, so it was a political decision. So she wants to keep her kids alive because she thought they would lose in war, so she's selling out to the other side, the Holy Empire of Sombrek. It's Annabella's treachery that led to the disaster at Phoenix Gate. Okay. The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. Oh, so a duchy is the nation? Alright. Oh, I see. I see. Well, yeah, it's more I'm thinking like, oh, did I miss something, you know? Felix! But yeah, I appreciate you not spoiling anything. The boon Joshua bestowed upon his brother upon Clive's ordination his first shield. Right, so he can wield the fire without a crystal. Okay, so his brother gave him that. That's nice. Imperial Army, the Holy Empire. They're under the command of the Cardinals. Sylvester Lesage. They truly serve. They're dragoons, peerless lancers. Okay.
I'm sure he would make an excellent addition to the Imperial front line.
Why would he do that?
All in its right place.
Why would he serve you? Oh.
Take this one.
Killing all the ladies, the innocent ladies.
Chin up, lad. You're going to be a soldier.
But why would they trust him to do that? Are they going to brainwash him or something? Why wouldn't they assume he's going to exact horrific revenge on them? Oh, he's got this mark on his face. Maybe that mark controls him.
Welcome back. Sorry. What's our situation? Let's just say Shiva and Titan's little spat hasn't made things any easier.
And? It's as you thought. The Crusaders have sounded the retreat.
Then we follow.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
If we return without Shiva's head, our fate will be no different from Biast's.
I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting. After you do, that is.
I won't be dying. Not today.
Then it's settled. No dying. Now, if you don't mind, we have an army to chase.
That's pretty funny. Alright, well, that was quite the flashback. Scarlet Cyclone and Heatwave. Do not forget, once acquired, new abilities must be equipped.
How do they expect us to...
Alright. Abilities. Rising Flames. That's the R2 one. Scarlet Cyclone. That's a nice little, cute little touch. Okay, so that's learned and equipped, I guess. Okay. Alright, so we don't have anything new. It just said in the future when you do that. Alright, so who is this, is it still a mystery, this, like, this icon thing? who was the second icon. Or maybe it was him being controlled. Kind of felt like it was him. He's X, and he was all covered in soot. X and square to swiftly close in to a distant enemy. Doesn't that seem a lot like the warp and attack that I already have? Not perfect, but you like it. You love it, but you like it. Yeah, this one looks more interesting. Charge up your magic. Kaboom! Use X while in the air to kick off a nearby enemy. That could be good. Can you just grab anything, or do you have to grab them in a row? Recover immediately after being knocked back. That seems pretty nice. R2 and fucking touch bar to pull the attention of an enemy target. I guess if you're doing like an escort mission. Hold square to have fire. Sure, why not? On the air to slice down. I guess if you're jumping over something. I mean, I feel like we have enough to get all of these. That kickoff thing could be good. Oh, you can upgrade them again. Oh, right, I see. All of these, well, almost all of them. Should I'll meet after landing a melee. It's closer range magic burst. I like this one, but that one's now out of what I can afford. What do we got here? Executing a dodge. Thumber at the moment. Oh, that would be a nice one to master. Pressing triangle tells you what upgrading it again does. Aye. Swiftly approach and strike. Can parry when timed. Gotcha. Summon a projectile dispelling wall of liquid flame. Oh, these are but these are like the big ones, so I'd have to put one of them in there. But now I can't afford to upgrade these ones. Okay. Wow. I don't know why you'd want that. Luring enemies into a precision dodge or parry. Seems kind of like a waste. Alright, are there any that I can upgrade now? That seems nice. Hold triangle to increase that spell. Okay.
Something that can do this.
They don't. Only the girl holding its leash.
Well, it definitely feels not like any of the recent Final Fantasies at all. Like, you can feel some of the bones from Final Fantasy 15. The more realistic tone. And the story.
All the old trails are gone.
Trying to like a slightly more mature story of government and interpersonal things.
Army and their dominant will fare any better?
I mean, it's very corridory, like Final Fantasy 13. You don't even really walk on the world map. You just pick something and zoom to it, which never really bothered me in Final Fantasy 13. Didn't need to be open at all. But I mean, it would have been nice if 13 had like some towns or something to interact with. But it sort of felt like you were on the run at all times, which worked pretty well. And then in 13, I think it's like chapter 13. You finally. Oh no, there's only 13 chapters. Chapter 11, I think you finally unlock everything. And get a bit of an open area to go mess around in. Down in Australia. This actually feels a lot like Final Fantasy 13 in that spot where you're underneath like the frozen lake. That was a really cool area. The mini-map in it? Yeah, because at least with this one, there's kind of an illusion of trying to find the right path. Oh, I like the sound effects on that. Really make it feel like this big groaning.
Did you hear that? Down there.
Or is that them? I thought it was the groaning of the giant crystals.
Knocked the fight out of our Ironblood friends. Where are the rest of them? That can't be the main host.
Wait.
Our fortunes have turned, Sergeant. It's her. The dominant. Are you certain? The crystalline orthodoxy is a backwards faith for a backwards people. In the Iron Kingdom, they teach that dominants are unclean aberrations, born of blackest sin.
Oh, I thought they were going to say
Only their
blackest
priests
skin.
are allowed to perform the rites of priming, and I see many.
We end this quickly.
Scott! Adion in here, Sagarin!
Oh, it's Jill. No!
Jada! Master the Isle!
Yeah. Man, this game doesn't fuck around. Like,
What Alvation Naukin, Alad Scully asked.
like seeing that king get murdered in front of the kid and having the blood spray on him, and then this girl actually having a bit of her throat slit,
Let this be the end.
and then killing off the main kid when it really seemed like he was such a main character.
Avis, care to kill some iron blood?
Gladly.
Why is Jill attacking us?
You focus on the target. Understood.
Jill. Remember the cutscene where I was going to touch your arm? Oh, I see. They're like, fight or we'll kill the innocent child. Okay. Just gonna kill everybody else. Over one little kid? What if that kid was a brat? Well, she doesn't eat her vegetables, so, yeah. You better eat your vegetables, or next time they pull that sword up to your throat, I might not do what they ask. It's kind of hard sometimes with these magic people knowing where the dodge is. Oh.
I mean,
Who's this guy? Oh, he's just coming over to say thank you. Oh, I missed! She's almost staggered, boys. Ouch. Yeah. Fuck her up. Oh, she's got a big ass life bar. Jesus Christ.
Orders, Sergeant.
Uh-oh.
Stop gawping and move. Fucking icons.
The swearing is strange. I guess, I mean, they're speaking English, so they're just kind of almost like translating it to our English. Just seems a bit out of place.
I will not have their blood on my hands.
I'm surprised he's not having any kind of a conversation with her. You know? Sort of like talking about their bond throughout, like, you don't have to do this. Join us, we'll help you. Ouch.
Just what I need.
Ouch. I just used it just in time. Felix, thanks.
At last.
She's not dead, is she? Hopefully not. Man, it really feels like Game of Thrones where they're not afraid to just kill people off, which makes you think anybody could die. And as she falls, she shed tears of ice. Bum 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 bum.
Is she dead?
I don't think so.
Well, what are you waiting for?
No, that's
Oh, he didn't recognize her until now.
not here.
I recognize her tears? Oh. Man, this is a gory game. Much more than I expected.
Fuck.
Very evil looking helmets they have. I like them.
We've got company, Wyvern.
I think I've used that line a lot. Or maybe that's just like his catchphrase.
What the hell are you doing?
Lord Ohida Vedra!
Get your ass over here and help me with these bastards!
Sorry, Jill.
What is wrong with you, Wyvern?
Yeah, wasn't it? It wasn't until like that Vita one where there was blood, right? I remember Felix telling me that maybe so many years ago.
That's enough.
Now that that's done,
Oh yeah, typo. That was it.
I won't ask you again, Wyvern. Take her head so we can be done with this.
I can't. I won't.
You would betray the Holy Empire?
Betray? I don't recall ever pledging allegiance to your Emperor. My service may have been bought with this brand, but not my loyalty.
That's true, Joe.
I just fight to survive.
And you think I don't? The Empire will have our heads if we return empty-handed. So if you won't take hers, I'll have to take yours.
What a waste.
I told you, Sergeant. I'm not dying here today. And neither is she.
Let's find out.
Who's that?
Oh. Oh, you can like throw a magic burst in during your combo.
Have you forgotten who plucked you from the front lines? Who trained you? Who gave you a name when you had none?
You speak as if we don't bear the same brand, son. I've always had a name, and I've not forgotten it.
Still clinging to the past like a torn blanket. Then you will die, as you should have 13 years ago.
Oh. Yeah, I think the combat has like a interesting sort of just punch-out feel, you know? Dodge big attacks and go in for a counter-attack. You can do square, triangle, and so on. Oh, okay. Oops. Oops.
Yeah, this time. Too slow. Ooh. Guess we're ready.
We charge it up. Oh, give him a nice stagger. Close the gap.
You
guard 2 square.
No one. And I will not fall by your hand.
Oh, I was trying to just charge through those.
I'll take your head.
Ah, he's still going. I should have saw his blue blade, I guess. Showing that he was in the middle of that combo. Meow.
By a traitor's blade.
You can charge a magic while attack with melee? Oh, I didn't know that, Daryl. That's cool. Interesting. A lump of rough-hewn stone. Is he dead too? Jesus Christ, this is like a Greek tragedy. Tragedy. They're all going to die. I feel like I should have blood in my face for this stream. Let's go. Oh, there's nowhere to run. He's just protecting. I think pick her up and maybe jump over those rocks and run. I like how the magic really feels so powerful and vibrant, especially compared to like the more muted colors of everything else. Introducing a new character with this drum theme. Johnny Cash, chicka chicka boom, Johnny. Trogel or Torgal.
This way.
Oh, it's Big Sid.
Bloody wind. Well, come on then.
Fuck.
Ah, yeah. What's her name? Benedicta?
Hugo, dear. My proud desert lion. Would that you had taken care when chasing the hare? I expected more from the mighty Titan.
I love how she smokes that little magic pipe. That's a cool touch.
You put the Ice Queen on her back. No doubt. But you'll have to work harder if you're to claim this prize.
Yeah, her accent's weird. It's like, is it like Welsh or Irish or almost like a bit Austrian or something?
We'll be hearing more soon enough. You always were a fucking snake, Sid. Gather the men. We have work to do.
Nina Yindis.
Jill. Is it really you? And who's this fine hound I see before me?
A fine hound who saved your life. That's who.
That guy's got an amazing voice. Who's that? I just want to look up all the voice actors.
Torgal.
Aye?
His name is Torgal.
You two acquainted? Well then, you won't mind taking him off my hands. Funny. I'd always pictured you as more the chocobo type. Clive Rosfield. Come now. Fleet as flame, fierce as a wildfire.
Oh, fuck.
That there was the blessing of the Phoenix.
It's what's his name? It's the guy from the original Office who plays like the asshole salesman that David Brent is friends with. And he's like a real dick. He's got such a huge like voice and presence about him. He's such a good bully. Oh, he was in Game of Thrones. He was in The Witch, like you said. And the final three Harry Potter films. Amicus Caro. And he's in Chernobyl. And he was in The Green Knight. Cool. Dave Finch, I think is what they call him. Finchy in the original Office. Sidolphus. So he's not Sid Highwind then? Cornered by a battalion of Iron Kingdom Crusaders in the depths of the Nissia Defile, Clive thought his end was nigh until Sid appeared and spirited him and Jill away to a secret hideaway in the Deadlands. Oh, okay. Torgal. Alright, their paths have crossed again. What a great coincidence. Oh, really? Okay, yeah. That can happen. You're right. I should not Google anything to do with this game.
I'd heard rumors that you'd survived, but I never paid them much heed. Calm down. I didn't come all this way for your handsome mug. Now her, on the other hand, she seemed worth muddying my boots for. None the worse for wear. Still, might be best to get a second opinion.
He's great.
Back her up.
No! Oh.
Not another step. I mean it.
Well, I'm not about to leave her here. Not one with a warm bed waiting. It's all right. You're welcome to join us. You do want to help her, don't you?
Sid, if we aren't back soon, Nan'll have our heads.
I'll explain everything once we're back at the hideaway. Come on.
Man, yeah, I love the direction they've gone in with the voice actors. Just drama. Things making, but not melodrama. Real drama. The whole thing feels quite realistic. Follow Sid to the hideaway. Well, that's going to be where I end off here. I think I'll be popping in for some streams. Probably in the nights when I'm not working late shifts. So tonight that won't be happening because I'm not home until like after midnight. But Thursday night I could probably stream. So please look forward to Thursday night. All right, this was really fun to play some Final Fantasy, to play some games, to stream, to hang out with Lena and Daryl and Felix and everybody. So far, I feel like this game has a slow build-up because they're really wanting to plant all the seeds, but now that it's kind of paid off, now that it's set up, it has paid off, so I'm really curious where it's going to go. I'm so bummed the boy died, but he must not be dead, or they must bring him back. They've invested so much in his character model and the actor that portrays him, and just seems like he must appear again. I wouldn't mind knowing a little bit more about how, like, out of all the things they've set up, I'd like to have it explained. How did they have him fight for them? I know they said you bought my service with this brand, but not my loyalty. So what does that mean? How can they get you to do one thing, but then, I mean, isn't your service your loyalty? They made him a slave. Simple as that. But then he stopped? Like a slave as in, just do what we tell you or we'll kill you? But he has all this power. Like, he seems too powerful of a slave to keep without some kind of control, you know? Unless he was able to break free of that. That's maybe how I would have written it. I know I don't. Maybe there's more to it than that, but I probably would have had it in a way where he's like, no rights, no home. Do what you're told or you're dead. Oh, okay, because I guess they killed his home. Right, he doesn't have it. But why wouldn't he just run away? It seems like he had a lot of freedom. I mean, he has weapons. And he was very, very easily able to fight off, well, not that entire brute force of those guys, although that wasn't the empire he was fighting for. They were like just these random barbarians, right? You'd think like every battle he goes into is an opportunity for him to just run away. I just think there needed to be something else keeping him there, you know? Like do it or we'll kill Jill. Why did he not know that was Jill until now? It's because Jill was with those like brutes. Oh yeah, because Jill was a slave with the brutes. All the marked people have no rights, so we'd have nowhere to go. Oh, I see. See, like you guys are saying, it's all slavery. So the different... That's cool, actually. So it's actually got quite a lot of... has a realistic feel to how probably things would have gone. Like one force invades another force. They decimate your homeland. You have nothing, right? People with that mark are treated like crap everywhere. Oh, it's going to be like Morrowind, where people hate you for having a mark? That's going to be kind of cool. All right, well, that makes sense. See, this is why I'm glad I'm streaming it, because I can bounce these ideas off of you. And like Leonard is saying, so they actually had people in the studio interacting with each other. That is so important, because as we know, acting is reacting. If you have people only reading lines by themselves, you end up with just like a lot of overly dramatic monologues that don't, just don't jive with each other. Well, that would make sense. Okay, yeah, I mean, we killed your homeland. What are you going to do? But you'd think that he would just kind of go off on his own and be like a Ronin, like a lone wolf. But then you're saying maybe nobody would even trust them, right? They'd just be like, you got that mark. Don't come near us. They'd be shunned. He'd have to live life just out in the woods eating berries. So then he just happened to come across Jill. That was a convenient. You can't get home, you can't go to town, you can't shop. Oh, interesting. So that would have been cool to have that explained a bit more with everything else they're explaining. But that's a really interesting part of the story. You know, to me, that stuff is super interesting. Much more so than, like, and then this empire attacked this empire and all that stuff. Although, it makes sense. The empire came in. I'm surprised they bothered, because they were said, here's a war, and then the empire comes in, and the empire seems to have betrayed them. I don't know why you needed to introduce the third party, but maybe to them it makes sense. I think it's just kind of like a needless complication when really the main part of the story is that the mother has betrayed them. That's the thing they should focus on. But that still worked when it happened. Maybe it's almost like a bit of... Maybe it's kind of keep you off balance a bit. Like, have you thinking about all these different countries and, you know, what empires are invading? Who's betraying? Who was their original enemy? Who's their new enemy? And then, oh, all of a sudden the mom's there. Kind of makes you forget how obviously they painted her as a baddie before. Okay, so that guy she wanted to sleep with, her husband, and you're saying they're related in some lore. That's interesting. I'm very intrigued, and I'm excited to keep playing it. And the battle system is fun enough. It's like pretty heavy atmosphere. Be nice to get on the road here with Sid. Kind of perfect timing to get out there and see something else, you know? Alright, Leonard's off. Okay. This was so fun. I'll see you next time. I'm going to upload a high-res version of this, and we're done here. I'll probably try to come on Thursday night once all's gone to sleep. Bye, bye, bye.